All right, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharach Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3, and Lord's will. This lesson will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharach Kodash. All right, and the Wadi Bashem Ashai for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Omen, Petra has flooded. All right, and just came across this information about an hour ago, and I found it to be spiritual because if you didn't know, Petra is associated with Esau, Edom. All right, and the land, okay, or the historic site of Petra where Esau dwelt through history. All right, it received a flash flood. Okay, and just speaking as a man, I took it as an omen. All right, on how Esau, Edom, ultimately will be washed, will be washed out of existence. Okay, will be flooded out of rulership, coming the prophetic lake of fire through the third woe. Okay, so I just found it spiritual. I wanted to touch on that, bring out some information upon it, and Lord's will, it'll be edifying. To touch on that. All right, just want to make sure audio and video is good. I can share my screen, so I'll go right here. Okay, so as you see right here, all right, it says desert city of Petra is flooded and tourists are evacuated as freak heavy rainfall lashes Jordan. Okay, now Petra in the land of Jordan is also where Esau, Edom once dwelt. Okay, because when you go right here, all right, you see on the map, you see there's Yasharallah, Jerusalem, Bethlehem, Hebron, Mount Seir, Basra, Petra. Okay, right here. Petra is a part of the landmass that Esau dwelt, as well as Basra, which is in Isaiah 63, and as well as Mount Seir, which is in Ezekiel. Okay, so I just want to show you, all right, for edification's sake, Petra being associated with Esau, Edom. All right, and it also tells us who is this coming from Basra with dyed garments, meaning who is this coming from the modern day capital city where Esau, Edom dwells, which would be what? Babylon today. So, and also Petra is the feminine way for Peter, meaning rock. Okay, and who is the rock coming formed without hands? Now, let's see. Let's start off. We always got to start off with a scripture. Now, I was looking up Mount Seir as well. We can get Ezekiel 35. I don't want that right now. Let's get this real quick, though. I had read this yesterday. Okay, so let's read real quick. When things like this happening, flash floods, earthquakes, Father Nature, all right, when the earth is rising up against these people, what does the Bible tell us? Okay, remember, everything that we understand and know or are breaking down, we filter it through the scriptures. So what is this letting us know? Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord. Remember, Yahweh Shemel Shai visited the Egyptians with darkness. All right, that's according to nature. Visited the Egyptians with the water changing in the blood. That's according to nature. And the hailstorm. Okay, the storm and the hail. That's according to nature. Lightning. See, the Lord has judged many nations according to nature before. All right, and this is nothing more than just that. But this is an omen, meaning the judgment that's getting ready to befall Esau, Edom, those of Petra. Okay, Petra being flooded. All right, I speak as a man, but that's a sign. All right, that's a omen. Okay, and matter of fact, let's go to the online etymology and let's just look up the word omen. Okay, omen, right? real quick, Omen, to give indication of the future. Now, does not the Bible predict the future of Esau, Edom? Yes. Okay. The Bible predicts the future of Esau, Edom. All right. Now, let's finish this. Okay. It says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. See, that will be the lake of fire. Now, real quick, I had looked up, is a flash flood a bad omen? And it says a flood is a mass disaster that can account to death and mass destruction when it's destructive. It symbolizes wholesale changes and destruction. So a flood symbolizes destruction. Did not the Lord use a flood to destroy man at one point in time and only delivered Noah and be in the eighth person, him and his family? Are we not in the days of Noah? But did not the Lord promise he would not destroy the earth by flood again? But now it says in Peter's, it's reserved unto fire. So this is an omen letting us know that destruction is coming for Petra. Destruction is coming for Mount Seir. Destruction is coming for Basra. Destruction is coming for Esau, Edom. All right. And it says, but in moderation, a flood is a symbol of fertility and change. Yeah, a change is going to come. Okay. A change is going to come. He that today is a king, tomorrow shall die. Yeah, a change in rulership, a change in power. All right, now real quick, this just came to mind. Let's get Sirach 10 and 10. Okay, I'm going to pull up a couple more tabs. So let's go to the 1611 and let's go to Sirach 10 and 10. And I got a little bit more information for you. Okay, just was doing some research. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 10 and 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease. All right. Esau, Edom is a long disease. He is a plague in himself. All right. You've had elites even compare people to plagues. Well, Esau, Edom is a plague. See, it says, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. So just like that, in one instant you can be ruling, and then the next instant your power can be washed away. And that's what's going to happen. A great washing is getting ready to take place. A cleansing of the earth is getting ready to come to pass. And right now the world is being visited by the Lord through tempests, storms, earthquakes, flash floods, all right, tsunami, winter storms. You see? And how beautiful with all this visitation going on that way out there, all right, the ancient historic city of Petra, the landmass where Esau dwelt, freak heavy rainfall that caused a flash flood, because this is symbolic. Okay, it's symbolic of the destruction that will freakishly happen to Esau, Edom, in modern day Petra, i.e. Babylon. All right. Now, we finished that. What was I holding? Okay, so I didn't want to go into that scripture yet. So let's go into a little bit of edification. All right. It says, what is the significance of the city of Petra in the Bible? The city of Petra is not mentioned in the Bible by name. Right. So if I go over here and I put Petra, sounds Greek, don't it? Because it is. Petra. Petra. There is no Petra. So what is Petra? Well, Petra, all right, is Salah, right? It says by that name, which also further proves that, see, the name of the Lord, all right, is not found in the English translation, but in the Hebrew. See, there's a lot of things that people say today that aren't the original name for it. And this is another example. So here is an example of an ancient city that Esau dwelt in that they call Petra today, but it's not going to be found in the Bible as Petra, even though the landmass is recorded by scholars. See, right here, it says it is called by its Hebrew name, but we're not supposed to talk about Hebrew. Salah, it says in Isaiah 16 and 1, and in 2 Kings 14:7. See, he struck down 10,000 Edomites in the valley of Salt and took Salah by storm and called it Joktheel, which is its name to this day. So right here, okay, they know that what is called Petra today is a landmass for who? The biblical Edomites, okay? And real quick, look, Petra was in the land of the Edomites. See? Going back, where's our map? Biblical map, Petra, Esau, Edom. See? Esau, Edom prophesies against Mount Seir. Who is this coming from Basra? See? There's a lot to pay for. There's a lot of Edomites that I got a lot to pay for that are in our land. Okay? So now let's go back. All right. Now let's go to the blue letter and further prove this real quick, just for edification. So when you go into this, look, prophecy of Moab's devastation. Now, one would say, well, how can you go to a chapter about Moab's devastation and say it's talking about Edom? Because Edom and Moab damn near live together. Okay. When you look at the ancient landmass, Esau and Moab lived damn near together. All right. Just like you got Russia and China, Magog and Moab. So anyways, just want to make that quick point. Look, Isaiah 16:1, send ye the lamb to the ruler of the land from Salah to the wilderness unto the mount of the daughters of Zion. So right here, we want to pull out this word. What is this word? Salah. Okay, right here. Salah. Yep, Salah. And so it'd be spelled Sahla. So Salah. All right, that's Hebrew, which means the rock. Look, a place in Edom, perhaps an early name for Petra. See, right here, Edom, Petra. Okay, right there, a flash flood just happened to a desert city of Petra, which this desert city of Petra was also a ancient land or area where Esau, Edom dwelt. So I found it very spiritual that a flash flood would take place, okay, in this ancient landmass for Esau, Edom. And actually, let's go a step further. All right, we already looked it up. If you didn't know, a flood symbolizes destruction, change and destruction. What my man Sam Cooke said, a change gonna come. He said it, didn't he? And he was talking about us. A change is coming and a change is taking place. I heard Elder Apostle Gabar say it once, and I Googled it, and I believe someone else stated it, but it's called the wind of change. The destroying wind will bring change to the earth. Change is coming, man. Okay, change is coming for the true children of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. And this is a spiritual example, or one would call an omen, how just like that, destruction will befall Edom. Just like how destruction through the form of a flood back then in the days of Noah, there was a flash flood that just happened now, and then there will be a flash lake of fire flood in the near and dear future. And real quick, let's look up Petra architecture, just so you, brother, look, see who you think. Look, and the Nabateans, if I'm not mistaken, the Nabateans are Ishmael. I was watching a documentary about a couple months ago, and they mentioned Esau. They mentioned him extremely quick, but they mentioned Esau. And then after Esau left this region of Petra, because when you go into the map, see Petra's south, so they veered more up north, okay, of Basra and Seir, but Petra's more south of Jordan, all right, southwest of Jordan. So after they left, other people, look, Saudi Arabia, you have all these other nations round about. So other people did inhabit it after Esau, and that's recorded in history. Okay. But I did watch a documentary, and if I'm not mistaken, they mentioned the Nabateans, but before the Nabateans, they mentioned the Edomites. Okay. Esau has a documentary out there. They know. What does this look like right here? This looks like the front of the White House. Does this not look like the front of the White House? Who do you think carved this? Let's look. Let's see. White House architect. Which even going back. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. See? That's the same exact thing. See? When you take a look, see? That looks like Petra. The same designs. See? Because the same ones had their White House modeled after. Excuse me. Let's go here. Let's go there. Oh, maybe did I get rid of it? Oh, maybe I did. Jake moving a little quick. Excuse me. So we'll just put it back. Excuse me. All right. So we'll just go there like that. All right. See? Same thing. It's the same design. All right. So where Esau once dwelt, all right, you had a flash flood. You see? See, this is Petra. This is India. See, if I'm not mistaken. Petra. Okay. You just got to make sure you're in the right ones. Okay. Okay. Yep. Petra, Jordan. See? Who you think was doing? Who was out? Who was in Petra? Petra was in the land of the Edomites, who were descendants of Esau. Israel and Edom were constantly at odds, starting with Edom's refusal to allow Moses and the Israelites passage through their land. No, that's not true. That's not true. It started prior to that. It started when Amalek waged war with us when we were leaving Egypt. Okay, and then this was another example afterwards. All right, they waged war with us. Remember Amalek, who waged war with you first. All right, who waged war with us first. So I was just looking up some information. And matter of fact, since we got Mount Seir, which Mount Seir is in Jordan, let's go to Ezekiel 35 and look. Right here, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesize against it. Genesis 36:8, thus dwelt Esau on Mount Seir. Esau's Edom. So Mount Seir is synonymous with Esau, Edom. All right. So even right here, the Bible tells us to prophesize against an in particular landmass that Esau dwelt. And that landmass is the same landmass. Oh, okay. I had it right here. And that landmass is the same landmass as Petra, as Basra. See, prophesize against Mount Seir. Mount Seir represents Esau, Edom, and whole. We are now seeing the Lord visit the earth, and at that he sent a flash flood to Petra. Found it very spiritual. He sent a flash flood to Petra, especially the times that we are in. As it says in Isaiah, the Lord will visit the earth, and the Lord visiting the ancient landmass of Petra. Well, what's going to be next? Amalek in Israel and Esau, Edom in Babylon and throughout the world. So you can definitely see judgment is coming for Edom, and we are witnessing nothing but omens and spiritual signs of their judgment to come. Okay. And right here, where is Mount Seir today? In modern day Jordan. Where's Petra today? Modern day Jordan. Where's Basra today? Modern day Jordan. But Basra representing Babylon, Mount Seir representing Esau, and Petra meaning their dwelling. Okay, so Esau's dwelling is getting ready to change drastically. Okay, judgment is getting ready to play out on Esau, Edom. And look at this, Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir representing Esau. And we see the landmass where Mount Seir is today being Jordan, but Mount Seir representing Esau here in Babylon. As prophesies against it, it says, and prophesies against it, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. See? Omen. Okay? An estimated 1,700 tourists were forced to evacuate the World Heritage Site. Why is Petra a World Heritage Site? Because Esau knows that Esau dwelt there. It says flood water from nearby mountains poured into the historic rose gold rock city. All right. It says the ancient rock city of Petra has been flooded after a freak rainfall. See, this is spiritual, a freak of nature. rainfall lasted archaeological site, forcing evacuation. And that's what's getting ready to take place. The Lord will cause a freak rainfall of arrows, okay, to befall modern day Petra, Babylon, all right, modern day Basra, Babylon, modern day Mount Seir, Babylon, okay. This is the Esau is getting ready to experience great judgment from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and this is an omen, all right, to know that soon come Esau Edom will be wiped away, all right. Esau Edom will be wiped away. Go back in Ezekiel, it says, look, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time their iniquity had an end. And see, you have to be spiritual, because when you look on the map, Esau, Edom, there's a lot of accounts for the judgment that's coming on Edom for what he did on this side of the world, but then he also took that hatred to this side of the world and has done the same thing. So it makes sense that the Lord says prophesies against Mount Seir. At that time, Esau dwelt in Mount Seir, but with the spiritual eye, we know now Mount Seir or Basra or Petra is just representing Esau, Edom, and where he is today. Meaning you can't say, oh, well, he's not in Petra no more, so that judgment can't be. No. It doesn't play like that. Okay, it doesn't work like that. The Most High requires that which is past. What's this? Let's see what he's got right here. Edomite territories. In 1446 BC, the Edomites were to Jordan, Mount Seir. It is impossible, blah, blah, blah. Only after Babylonian captivity did Edom move into Judah's territory. Kadesh, impossible, blah, blah, blah. Must be at Petra. See, they know. Okay, they know. They have history of Esau's travels. Look, Esau's territory, Esau's expansion into our land. See, look at all these Edomite sites all throughout our land. See? But they're going to be judged for what they've done on this side of our planet and on the Western hemisphere as well. So Esau has a lot to pay for. Okay, let's see a little bit more in this. It says, during the kingdom years, King Saul and King David both fought against the Edomites, 1 Samuel 14 and 47, 2 Samuel 18, 13 through 14. During the reign of King Jehoshaphat, Edom invaded Judah. See, he expanded his territory into the land of Judah and was repelled, 2 Chronicles 20. Later, King Amaziah fought against Edom and took control of Petra, renaming it Joktheel. See, they had to rename it. When King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon destroyed Jerusalem, Esau said what? Raise it, raise it. Look. Psalms 137 and 7 in the ESV. Remember, O Lord, against the Edomites, the day of Jerusalem, how they said, lay it bare, down to the foundation. See, look, right here. Where's our map? See, they invaded Jerusalem. Esau, being our neighbors, was telling these damn heathens to tear it down. So they were as one of the heathen. It tells you that in Obadiah, you were as one of them. See, he was as one of them. All right. So when you understand the biblical maps and the placage of nations in the times and the scriptures, we read, it gives you a more visualization of what's going on and what's taking place. You know, when you look at Abraham's travels, you look at Joshua and the conquest, the 7 cities and, surrounding Jericho and, where Esau was, where was Moab, you see? And you can clearly see in the time of the Babylonians invasion, Esau was right here. And did our brother Esau help us? No, he was as one of the heathens. So he has great judgment coming. And for someone to say and say, how can you speak out, against Esau, or how can you say this? Look at your track record. Look at your history. Look at what you've done and what you've been doing and what you plan on doing. Judgment is coming for you. Okay. And they got it. Look, you got a question, ask them. Your questions, biblical answers. They'll answer it for you. Now you got to understand and spit out the bones. Don't take every word they have for it. Let's see, though. It says, for centuries, Petra seemed secure in its unassailable fortress of rock, but today its ruins lies uninhabited in fulfillment of the prophetic word, as Sodom and Gomorrah were overthrown along with their neighboring towns, says the Lord. So no one will live there, no people will dwell in it. No, that's talking about Babylon. Let's go into it. Jeremiah 49 and 18. Hold up. Let me see. Do I want any more of this? Actually, we'll keep that because it coincides. So let's go now to the KJV standard. Let's go to Jeremiah 49 and answer this question to see what Esau's trying to say, which is funny. So why is the Lord still judging it then, if that prophecy's already been fulfilled? Let's make sure he was here. Yeah, Jeremiah 49. All right. Concerning the Ammonites, behold, blah, blah, blah. The valleys flowing, bring upon them children of Ammon. Let's start at 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord. Now, matter of fact, in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, it says Edom, who in the end days has a what does it say? Matter of fact, let's go over here. Edom, Zondervan Biblical Dictionary. Let's see right here. So he's trying to use this Jeremiah 49 as referring to Petra today. But look, Edom figures predominantly in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. Seen Isaiah 34, Isaiah 63, Basra, Mount Seir. Petra, she is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God. Look at that. Going back, here's all these nations around Israel, and Edom, out of all of them, was promised no mercy, even though Edom is the twin of Jacob, but they are of two different nations. How beautiful is that? So let's go back into this. Jeremiah 49. Let's check our time. Okay. Jeremiah 49 and 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more found in Teman, speaking about the so-called Germans. His counsel perished from the prudent. And why are they calling prudent? Because their inward thought is that they shall continue forever. All right. This is why Esau Edom creates technology to try to raise the dead or try not to never die, or transhumanism, things of that nature. It says, is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, tuck back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If the grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they've had enough. But Esau's eyes stand out with fatness. See, Esau has done way too much. Way too much. It says, but I have made Esau bare. See, that we're talking about now. Esau wasn't made bare during the time of King David. Esau wasn't made bare during the time of our Lord on the scene. He was ruling. He was ruling as the Romans. He was the iron teeth. All right. He had much prophecy to still fulfill. How was Esau made bare during the time when he was in Petra? How was he made bare when he was in Basra? How was he made bare when he was in Mount Seir? He actually flourished after that. He flourished when he came out the caves. What are you talking about? What are they talking about? The Greeks flourished. The Romans flourished. How can you use Jeremiah 49 to say why nobody dwells in Petra today as the fulfillment of prophecy? Well, where is the archaeological history that said thousands or millions or hundreds of Edomites perished that made it desolate? And why can I still today look up its history? Why is this still standing? It says, I will make it desolate. How is this not? This would be knocked down if this was made to be desolate. There, see, let's continue. It says, I have uncovered his secret places. When did that take place? Now, in the age of information. Illuminati trying to take my soul and body. You heard Prodigy. But even better, you heard the prophets. See? Who exposed Esau Edom ultimately? Yahweh Shemel Shai through the prophets. And I'll prove it. 2 Thessalonians. Is it first or second? I believe it's second. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9, is it? The mystery of iniquity. See? This is 2 Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity does already work, the Romans. Only he who now letteth will let, the Lord, until he be taken out of the way. When was he taken out of the way? Well, he had a deadly wound, which was the fall of the Western Roman Empire, which brought in the Holy Roman Empire, or the Eastern Roman Empire, which fulfilled the prophecy of being locked away for 1,000 years. This is why it's called a Renaissance or Renaissance Christianity. And that's when he came back into power. And that's why it says in Revelation 13, his deadly wound was healed. Okay, this is why NATO and the EU, the landmass of NATO and EU, just like in Daniel 7, the 10 horns represents the 10 major power regions that Esau had ruling in the time of literal Rome. And then now, if you look at NATO and EU, that landmass is where the ancient Roman Empire ruled before. See? And it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed. See? Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, talking about the prophets being moved through the spirit, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. See? So right now the wicked's being revealed. So you using Jeremiah 49 is in a false pretense, and the times don't match up because Esau wasn't made bare when he lived in Petra. Esau's being made bare now. This is why he has a shameful spewing upon his glory. This is why the prophets all had to a degree the same visions. See? Habakkuk, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Jude, things of that nature. All right, so let's go back. Let's correct this. All right. But I have made Esau bare, talking about now. I've uncovered his secret places, talking about now. Their own tongue shall fall upon themselves, whistleblowers, things of that nature. And who exposed that he's Esau? The prophets of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Who exposed that Esau is Esau? See? He shall not be able to hide himself, can't hide behind the Bible, can't hide behind a suit, can't hide behind a badge, can't hide behind a gun. His seed is spoiled, meaning taken, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not, meaning they are taken. His brothers are taken, his neighbors are taken, and he is found no more. This is what's coming for Esau, Edom. Leave thy father's children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup, Israel, us, have assuredly drunken it, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? When did this happen? Now, he had a yoke on his neck in the time of King David, but he took that off. He took that off. Okay, he had kings, he had God. So when has Esau's punishment taken place? It hasn't happened yet. It's getting ready to. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. He is not drunk of it yet. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, that Basra shall be a desolation. Wait a minute. Basra shall be Basra's right here. Basra's right here. Matter of fact, look, how far is Mount Seir from Petra? They're all right here. People are dwelling. They're calling it Adi Dababa. Look, they got different names now. It ain't desolate. If you want to be technical and say, look, the landmass is going to, they're an hour away from each other. People are chilling. There's a damn highway. It's called Route 35. You can ride it with Google. What are you talking about? See? What are you talking about? Basra's here. Let's see. How far is Mount Seir from Basra? Let's see how far. How far is Mount Seir from Basra? It's an hour and 57 minutes away. They're still chilling. They're chilling. It's called Basra. They're chilling right here. Modern day Basra today is still active and functioning. Okay? They're still functioning. So that goes to show you this prophecy hasn't been fulfilled. And ultimately, it's because Basra, Mount Seir, Petra ultimately represent who? Esau, Edom. Okay? So the judgment hasn't happened to Esau, Edom. Just like when it says, and Israel shall go into captivity, that's not talking about the landmass. It's talking about the people of Israel. So when it says Mount Seir is going to be desolate, it's not talking about the Mount Seir. It's talking about those that dwelt in Mount Seir, who is Esau, Edom. See? This guy don't know what he's talking about. So Basra hasn't been judged yet. Mount Seir hasn't been judged yet. And now we're seeing an omen happen to Petra, meaning a great destruction is coming soon. A great destruction is coming soon to Esau, Edom. Best believe that. All right, my 35 minutes. I gotta jet. So let's finish it off. It says Basra shall be a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. Hasn't happened yet. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. America, ultimately, Isaiah 63. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up in a battle. The third war. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Esau, Edom, also the least of the flock. Thy terribleness has deceived thee. Right. And the pride of thy heart, O thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, Petra, rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished. You can still go to Petra today, and people are astonished in a good way, not in a bad way. You can still go to Basra, Mount Seir, all today. This prophecy has not happened yet, but they will be astonished when this prophecy is fulfilled here in Babylon, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Wait a minute. How are you saying this prophecy has been fulfilled when you just had to evacuate tourists from this? It said you couldn't even dwell here. It says you can't even dwell there. So that proves this prophecy hasn't happened yet. And also it proves that Petra represents Esau, Edom's dwelling today, i.e. Babylon, just like Mount Seir and Basra represent the destruction that's coming ultimately for Esau, Edom in Babylon today, also in our land as well. So I just wanted to touch on this real quick. All right, you just had the desert city of Petra get a freak heavy rainfall, which turned into a flash flood, which when you look up the symbolization of a flood, it means changes and destruction, and great change and destruction is coming for Esau, Edom. All right. So I just wanted to do that lesson. I pray that it was edifying. I pray that it was uplifting to you brothers and you few sincere sisters. I'd like to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. All right. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.